nachos in a bowl. Break the chips up, milk it in a little mix. Grilled just like this. The title of this video actually different. It's actually the book of Enoch and what happened before the Bible. Conversation with the ruler of this world from their point of view.
But on, you gave the seventh part, the watery part. So these beasts were so colossal that creation itself couldn't handle them living side by side. But the Talmud actually takes it further. It says that originally there wasn't, and then the angry drops its bomb.
My bad.
Being pulled so far out of the dimension, even the concept of Enoch can't follow. What does that even mean? Is the history of Nephilim gone wild? We're going to find out. But first, it's escalating. Because now Enoch isn't just being moved to space. He literally exits his body, translated, and it ascends heavens, and I saw the holy sun. They were flames of fire. Their garments were white, and their shone like snow. These are not cute little hallmark angels, interdimensional beings. Still picture angels as chubby little heart babies instead of radiant walkers from another dimension. I mean, and their work was, as it were, their appearance, why that they were dreadful and they're full of eyes around about, spinning wheels within wheels covered in eyes. Tell me that doesn't sound like a cross of some terrifying machinery and interdimensional beings. But then, just when you think Enoch's reek of whatever ascension experience, the angel Michael seized me by my right hand and lifted me up and led me forth in all the secrets. Now, you know it's about to get good, because he gets seized and hauled straight into the cosmic vault of forbidden knowledge. What the hell is this? Is it divine initiation or a recruitment war that's been going on longer than members? And more importantly, what do you actually see in those cities? Because what comes next is where reality starts to break down. So imagine being Enoch right now. You've been just yanked out of your body, dragged through cosmic fire by an entity. Ask if you were cool with it, and you're probably thinking, oh, already nightmare. No, the trip's only getting started, because what's the first thing these otherworldly entities want to show you? Terrifying monsters make Godzilla look like the gecko from Geico commercials. On that day, we're two monsters separated. A monster named Leviathan, abysses of the ocean, but the male is named Behemoth, who occupies named Duodain on the east of the garden where the elect and rest well. Male in the ocean, male Behemoth in the wilderness land. And if that was easy enough, another explains why they were split. For the seven water had been gathered together, could not hold them both. Behemoth was given the dry land, but Leviathan, you gave the seventh part, the watery part. These beasts were so colossal, creation itself couldn't handle them side by side. But the Talmud after, it says that originally it wasn't just one of each, that both Leviathan and Behemoth, both of them originally created in male and female pair. God ordered one of each of them. They breed and the world be destroyed. Yeah. And these beings were himself had to make sure they'd never breed to the world. So now we have one Leviathan and one Behemoth. And what do these creatures do? They fight to the death. Talmud says, when the Holy One, blessed be he, to show his might to his nations, he together Behemoth and Leviathan. They engage in a battle. Behemoth strikes with horns, and Leviathan strikes with each other. Okay, think about that. God of the universe puts on a monster death match as a of his power. Not with love creations to slash and annihilate each other. Why would God of Love need to show strength by staging a death of monsters? I mean, how up is that? But guess what? Leviathan and Behemoth aren't just in the banned books or extracurricular material. They show up in the Bible you've got sitting on your shelf, and descriptions are even crazier. In Job, Behemoth is described like this: Behold, now Behemoth. Now his strength is in loins. He with his tail are like bars of iron. Bars of iron, and its tail like a tree trunk. Something more like a kaiju than anything in a zoo. But Leviathan goes even harder. Out of his mouth go burning lamps and sparks of fire leap out. Scales pride shut up together with a close seal. His heart as firm as a stone. It breathes fire. I bet you didn't know there's literally a fire-breathing sea dragon in your Bible. Hobbits and dwarves. Kid, I was actually taught that these verses were of dinosaurs in the Bible. Yeah, I was told humans and dinos lived side by side, and they all somehow squeezed on Zark like some kind of prehistoric Jurassic Park, and get this, that the Earth was only 6,000 years old. Literally what I was taught. But clearly things aren't just dusty dinos. So, God counts it all. We're going to get to that. But first, they might even be in the Bible's and horns and 7 heads with diadems on its names on its head. So that's a sea mountain that doesn't stop there. It also says I saw another beast, the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, and it spoke like a dragon. Yeah, so it's a beast. Now, even though Revelation doesn't directly, it sounds a lot like Leviathan and Behemoth. And remember, in the older traditions, God had to stop them ending the world. And here we have Revelation, which is the end of the world, bringing in these land sea beast archetypes. But just when you think any weirder, oh, it does. Because these monsters are something for you to eat them. Hey, don't look at me. Second Ezra says, you have kept the sin by whom you wish when you wish. Yeah, you heard that right. God's plan to restrain them and make like some kid, but to serve them up as at the end of time.
Smoky flavor straight from the abyss. Heaven's so weird.
The Talmud even dubbed the Holy One, blessed be He, prepared a feast for the righteous from them. He thought that was a little vague, then it gets even more specific. In the future, the Holy One, blessed be He, will bring Behemoth and slaughter it, and the righteous will feed flesh. And with regard to Leviathan, in the future, the Holy One, blessed be He, will make it quit for the righteous from yeah, blessed be He, all right. So let's get this straight. These are wounding monsters, so dangerous, God had to kill one of each of them to stop them from multiplying, and that is to feed them righteous body and drinking. What's going on here? So this can just some ancient dinner plan. It is the key to a huge secret, and we're going to get to that. But first, what Enoch is shown next is totally alien and mind-blowing. Enoch's brain is very fried from monster visions. Things take it in darker turn into cosmic war. Again taken by a whirlwind, and my eyes saw all the things in heaven. Then he hears a voice that's off the Satans and bidding them to come before the Lord of Spirits to accuse them who dwell. Yeah, Satans. Turns out the ultimate villain isn't just it's a whole squad of them, but it doesn't mean what you might think, because the word Satan, it's not actually a name, it's a title. It means accusers or adversaries. So right now, the war going on where they are fending adversaries. So what is going on? Because anything so insane, it's upside down. He writes, for all the angels of punishment abiding there and preparing all the instruments of Satan. And I ask, whom are they preparing these instruments? He said unto me, prepare these for the kings and the mighty of this earth, that they may thereby be destroyed.
And for Satan. Honestly, he pays overtime and God is kind of a dick.
Okay, hold the phone. Angels own agents are literally, forget harps and halos, are the celestial blacksmith shop trying to divine nukes for the devil? Well, maybe not exactly. Remember, Satan in Hebrew means adversary or accuser. So what Enoch's seeing are angels of carrying out adversary weapons. But let's be real, whether they're for Satan or just for punishment, it doesn't look great when God's crew is running a interdimensional weapons factory. It's not simple. God is pissed because the Watchers revealed the secrets of heaven to humans.
Hidden knowledge. I don't fruit you gave me last time, diarrhea.
The text literally says people learned all the secrets of the angels and all the violence of the Satans and all powers, most secret ones, and all the power of those who practice sorcery. Yeah, you noticing a theme here? God really hates it when people learn things. Eat from the tree of knowledge, learn forbidden arts from angels, punishment, reset over and over. Enoch sees a vision of how God will destroy the world with water. That's the flood we know, but it doesn't stop with water. Hell no. Enoch watches angels of the Lord literally cause kings to go insane and kill each other like rabble. There be no number of the corpses through their slaughter. And then even underworld itself joins the party. Oh, the underworld shall open its jaws, and they shall be swallowed in. The ground itself opens and eats the damned, illusions of what's to come. What is actually going on right now? Well, while the heavens have cosmic genocide, something weird is happening. Humanity is about to get a visit from a alien baby? Yeah, let's check it out. Because in the book of Enoch, the birth of Noah goes like this. She became pregnant and bore a son, and his body as snow, and red as the blooming of a rose, and the hair of his head was white as wool, and his eyes beautiful. And when he opened his eyes, he house like the sun, and open mouth, and can the Lord of righteousness.
This baby just grew an Enochian.
Is that it or Baby Yoda?
The slots, the trap casing, I got tons of all these options.
Excuse me? So this pops out, glow light bulb, and instantly guards. Forget Dipes newborns ready for police for Dipes newborns ready for prophecy school. My God, what happens? Dad freaks out. The text says, and his father Lamech was afraid and said unto him, begotten a strange son, verse from, and unlike man, and resembling the sons of God of heaven. It seems to me that he is not sprung from me. Okay, so why is he so sure his baby looks like it just found a mothership? But there's more to it. Remember, God is about to nuke the whole planet. Why? Because the Watchers, the fallen angels, hooked up with human women and pop out Nephilim angel human hybrid around, and people like attack. So yeah, Noah's dad is bricks because he's staring at his glowing alien looking kid, and our kid looked like a glowing alien messiah. Did you know just how I wasn't looking? But then Enoch himself steps in and is like, hey, chill, I've seen visions of, show me the destruction that's coming through, so don't stress out, legit, your son. Okay, so think about our angels making weapons, could destroy creation, Noah looking like he just dropped out of a UFO. The whole system feels off, right? Like reality itself is glitching, and Enoch finally shows us why. Because the one
I find this to be true because a lot of the older pictures that I see with Moses parting the sea, his hair was white and his eyes was like, bright or whatever. But what he just described is what I've been seeing in the pictures of Moses, like before I even knew like that they even went off this description of this book, the Book of Enoch.
Balanced was the out of the world. Let me explain. Enoch says, I saw all the secrets of the heavens. And one of the greatest of those secrets is a she, a hidden goddess. Enoch writes, wisdom found no place where she might dwell. Then a dwelling place was assigned her in the heavens. He's just talking about wisdom, right? The big deal. Well, here's the thing. Wisdom isn't just an abstract idea here. It's her. Wisdom is a she. In Hebrew, the word is chokhmah. In Greek, it's Sophia. And if you know basic texts, that's on drops. Because Sophia isn't just wisdom, she's a goddess, a cosmic figure. And according to Gnostic Christianity, her actions are literally responsible for the creation of the material world itself. Yeah, the secret of John said, the eon wisdom, Sophia, began to think. Think about that. The moment that she acts in the whole cosmic drama kicks off. There's another hidden text, literally called the Sophia of Jesus, and it doubles down. Once begotten one willed, a great emanation came forth, and Sophia, his consort, came forth. They brought forth a great androgynous light. Her male name is first beget God, her female name, Beatrice, Sophia, mother of the universe. Yeah, mother of the universe. Why does no one talk about this? But you gotta admit, it's pretty on brand for the church to skip over wisdom itself, have real wisdom, and definitely have a female guiding with God, because it kind of screws up the whole patriarchal system, doesn't it? And if you think it's because, well, these are forbidden texts and that crazy Enoch, sorry, because she's in the Bible too. I'm not kidding. Back open Proverbs 8, hear her say, the Lord brought me forth as the first of his deeds of old. I was formed long ages ago, at the very beginning, when the world came to be. There were watery depths, I was birth, when there were no springs overflowing with water. Before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills, I was given birth. That's wisdom, Sophia, speaking as the first creation. And it doesn't stop there. Then I was him as a master craftsman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always, rejoicing in his inhabited world, and delighting in the children of man. That's insane. The Bible, Sophia is standing right now, actively helping him create. And that lines up with what the Gnostics said about Sophia. So if Sophia is the mother of the universe in the Gnostic texts, as her craftsman in the Bible, their pastor has some explaining to do. That means creation was not a solo project, it was a partnership, a creation. And the partner was a she. But the church doesn't like that, does it? But let's connect some dots here. It says Sophia doesn't just found God in the heavens, she's a world looking to dwell with human. Now flip over to Enoch, because he's busy having a vision of this goddess, and he writes, wisdom went forth to make her dwelling among the children of men, and no dwelling place. That's the story, but from two angles. Wisdom wants to be here to live among us, to integrate with humanity, but in Enoch, she's flat out rejected. Humanity doesn't have any room for her. They're sorry, no wisdom, only theories and memes. But Enos, wisdom returned to her seat among the angels. So we have the of being in the world or trying the world, but getting rejected the source. And guess what? The Gnostics have a very take. According to their books, Sophia's highest heavens, but then gets trapped in the middle and loses some of her light. She's stuck there and exiled in matter, unable to fully return the highest realm, avenge some of her light, and can return to the heavens, but these Enoch, the Bible, the Gnostic texts, all differ in the exact details when it comes to Sophia. They share a common theme, wisdom dwelling in man, but another she becomes trapped, and in another she's rejected. And if something about that is pulling at your soul, That's because a deep secret here that's all about you, and we're gonna get to that. And what you're watching is more than just a channel. We are a revolution of consciousness, making what they tried to bear viral and literally millions. So hit like, subscribe, and share this video to fire. If you want to help out more, you can member downloads on inner transformation, members only videos. This week's members only video is called "This One Sentence in the Bible Changes Everything About God." Also check out my books. Links are in the description of this video. But first, Enoch's interdimensional tour is far from over, because Enoch says, "He translated my spirit into the heaven of heavens, and I saw there, as it were, structure built crystals, and between those crystals of living fire." Okay, so don't just hear that and go past it like it's normal. His spirit gets translated into another dimension, and then he starts tripping balls in a structure made of crystal. This isn't some church stained glass window. This is a craft of living gems and tongues of fire between the crystals. It sounds like it's being powered by living energy, vibrating, humming with power. And then heavens looks less like alien cathedral straight out of a sci. And here's the part that no one, if you wrote about this today, people full abduction report or a DMT vision. See, the ancients, they saw something so alien, so mind-bending, crystals and fire. And you were told this was heaven, cute angels on a cloud? Please. And this is just the lobby. Enoch hasn't even gotten to the throne yet. As he saw the guardians, Sarah, who sleep not and guard the throne of his glory. Okay, let's unpack that. 3 separate and never rest, and a full-time job is guarding God. And why the does God even need guards in the first place? Is someone trying to jack the throne? Remember, these aren't fluffy angels. Check out how the Bible itself describes the seraphim. Abim. Each had 6 wings. With 2 covered his face, and with 2 he covered heat, and with 2 he flew. Winged entities with voices boomed like thunder, guarding God himself on eternal watch duty. And there's the Ophanim. Now, we heard describe them. Remember? Wheels spinning inside wheels that are sky high, covered in eyeball, are those biblically accurate angels you always hear about. And then there's the Here's how Ezekiel describes them. As for the likeness of their faces, 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side. And they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. Okay, seriously. How little babies with wings? These are 4-faced hybrid entities guarding the throne of God. Somewhere along some rents painted Ezekiel's cosmic. Let's just slap wings on a toddler. People will love that. Turns out people like alien hybrids. But just when you think it can't get even more intense, angels who could not be counted. 1,000 times 10,000 encircle the house. Do the math. That's over 100 million angels. That's not a choir. That's a army. A sea of blazing interdimensional being. If heaven looks like this, it's not full, it's overwhelming. And then comes the centerpiece. Enoch says, and with them the head of days, his head white and pure as wool, and his raiment indescribable. This is God, ancient of days, radiant, terrifying, draped in light that Enoch can't even describe. Forget your talking about a old guy with a beard. This is a blow alien that Enoch can't even look straight. So what happens to Enoch? He collapsed stunned, and I fell on my whole body became relaxed, and my spirit was transfigured. Yeah, he goes down hard like he's hit with a stun gun. Body limp, ripped out, and he's circuiting. He's basically fried by the intensity, and then his spirit is literally transformed, and they're crying out with the spirit of power. And I cried with a loud voice, spirit of power, and blessed on the floor. His spirit evolving like a god level Pokemon. and his identity gets rewired. And that phrase, spirit of power, it's not saying that Enoch was powerful, it's saying his spirit itself became something else, plugged into a force way bigger than him. Oh, on over, it's about to get way stranger because he got to witness one of the deepest secrets of all. The text says, and he showed me all the secrets of the ends of the heaven. These are all the secrets, not a few from God's diary, not some inspiration notes from his private Instagram account, all the secrets. That's backstage access to the entire. And then the angel greets and drops this bomb. The Son of Man, who was born unto righteousness. Okay, hold the hell up. The Son of Man? If that title sounds familiar, it should, because it's in the Bible. Jesus uses it constantly to himself. See, Christians call him the Son of Man. They also call him the Prince of Peace too. And Enoch is about to drop that connection. He proclaims unto thee peace in the name of the world to come. For from hence has proceeded peace since the creation of the world. Creation of the world. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing that you heard in church about Jesus. Eternal peace, world with amen. But then Enoch said at the beginning, the Son of Man was hidden, and the Most preserved him in the presence of his feet and revealed him to the elect. Okay, wow, this is a pretty big deal, because most Christians would say, see, it says the Son of Man was hidden from the beginning. That just proves Jesus was eternal and from creation itself. But the question is, was Enoch actually Jesus? Or was he seeing some other messianic figure that then got retrofitted into the story of Jesus later? Because just when this is sounding Jesus, Prince of Peace, Savior vibes, brace yourself because it's about to get pretty damn bloody. And all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who rule the earth shall fall down before him on their faces and worship and set hope upon that Son of Man, and to him and supplicate for mercy at his hands. Okay, so good. This could still fit.
Kind of blabbering on a little bit. Rambling on, I mean. But my bad, I got a little situation going on. The MDS, Modern Day Saints, people hitting me up, trying to get me to go. If you know, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'm about to enjoy the rest of my night. Like some laundry to do. Get myself prepared for this weekend. Happy new month of November. Peace and blessings from Team Angie. I'm team member Eric Land, private personal consultant. Also advocate for mental health awareness as well. If you guys looking to make passive income online, live mentorship. If you have 2 hours a day to learn high income earning skills, Wi-Fi and cell phone, this situation is for you. Below. Grab your free copy, a blueprint, and check your email for 2 emails from Team Angie. One is the newsletter, and the other one is the blueprint. Business in a box, done for you digital marketing program. Pay as you go, earn while you learn programs. So yeah, for passive income, currently running in a 90-day challenge. End this year with a strong finish. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. Subscribe to my channel, Team Angie LLC.